Do you like the FA Cup, do you reckon?
It's not one for us now.
What?
I was considering not entering and just sacking it off. I thought it's
Who did you lose to this year?
all the shot. We had 32 shots, they had 3, we lost 3-2 because we're not meant to win in that competition. That's just the way of the world.
Right, should we get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. This is In the Mixer, brought to you by Sky Bet, where you can also listen on Apple and Spotify. I'm Olivia Bazaglo.
And I'm Julian Lesker, and I'm looking forward to our guest this week.
Let's give him the introduction he deserves. The founder, owner, chairman and manager of Dorking Wanderers is Marc White. Marc, thank you so much for doing this.
No, thanks for inviting me in.
Yeah, pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
So, self-appointed manager?
Started the club from scratch.
Okay.
Appointed myself as manager and left back at the time.
Oh.
Played for 7 or 8 years out of 25. 12 promotions, British record.
Love it.
What's not to like?
Yeah. I had nothing about the manager. I just literally asked him about a manager, but he just gave us his whole reel. I love it.
Show done.
Yeah. Let's go back. Right, let's go back because you're in the National League South now. How did this all happen?
No, so me and my mates just go and watch Premier League back in the day. Wimbledon was the nearest club, Plough Lane. And then in the end, we just thought, right, look, we're going to stop going around the country, spending too much money and all of that. And we just said, let's start a team.
Spend it on a team.
Yeah, to the point where we just printed off a form for this league called the Crawley League Division 5. It was step 17 of football, the lowest possible level you can enter a team at. We paid £5 each. We got the local pub to buy us a kit. We rented a pitch for 50 quid.
What, the season?
Yeah. To start. And a council pitch, like £50, marked it out, put the nets up, lads paid a £5. Back in the day, you go out on the Friday before the game and after the game, social scene. That's how it started, really.
Yeah, win, lose or draw. Yeah, you crack on what we got.
Yeah,
you crack on.
Not sure that's the same.
No, but yeah.
So it's just you and your mates?
Yes.
And did you ever imagine you would go on to achieve what you have?
No. So also we've got a unique situation. We never had any one fan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not unless, one of the lads, met someone the night before at the nightclub and she came to watch or something, or he, Yeah, we went from that to, playing on TV at Wrexham, Notts County and, do you know what I mean? So been quite a journey, to be fair. Are
you still as obsessed with it all as you were back then? You're starting from nothing and you're doing this with your mates.
Yeah.
I suppose you have to love it.
100%.
Yeah, exactly that. No, 100% obsession. I mean, I used to go out, I used to wash the kit, mark the pitch, sweep water off the pitch, like you name it.
Well, you don't do them things anymore?
Nah, not as...
You've changed.
Well, we've got a lot of people around us now, yeah, but I've done it all, literally. We had to build a ground because the council said that you can't use that pitch anymore because we had to put a concrete path down. They said, we can't put a path there. We had to find a new ground. We found a ground, it had no electricity, no water, dug trenches, done all from scratch. So this is why with me, when footballers, Jodie, when they don't want to run from there to there, it don't last that long with me. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, listen, mate, I've dug fucking trenches for this club. Yeah.
Watershed.
What was the aim in that moment?
It was just a social thing. It was just a bunch of mates wanted to play football and just socialise together, do you know what I mean? So that was it. There was nothing more in it than, can we just have a bit of fun and that was it.
So you said 12 promotions?
Yeah.
In how many seasons?
25.
12 promotions in 25 seasons. That is unbelievable.
Could do better.
Yeah.
Could do better. No, I'm missing about.
Yeah.
To be fair, I bet team ain't even that strong.
12 promotions.
Yeah, that's insane, that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was that many leagues.
Well, yeah, because you said it was the lowest you could go in.
You can't possibly get any lower. Yeah, literally, yeah. Yeah, so take some doing.
Well, did you get promoted the first season or did you?
Yeah, we just winning from day one, really, because we were quite young. I mean, honestly, the teams in that league, I remember it like Horsham Baptist, church teams. There was all sorts of teams in there. We were the sort of youngest ones, so we won that. But we were just, the culture was win, celebrate. And we kind of kept that mentality, really, as we go through the divisions. It ended up, like you do in Marbella and all these type of things as we got in the bigger leagues. And
Who's your longest serving player?
Do you know what? We've got a boy there now, been there 11 years.
Nice.
11 years, yeah.
Okay.
And that's kind of how we built a success, really, because we always kept the core together. And always, when I look at the Premier League and, you know, like the best managers like Ferguson, etc., they've always got that one thing they do. They keep the core of the group together. And sometimes you'll give a player a deal that's maybe 2 years too long, but it's worth it to keep the group and to keep the mentality, you know. So we've done a lot of that, a lot of team building.
How hard was it to like, so you're saying all the players were just like your mates?
Yeah.
And then how did you create like a fan base? Was it just like their friends and families and nights out? Was it genuinely just like that?
Yeah, no one's to watch, no one. And now we go all over the place, got a big following. And so we had no supporters, no fans, got no fans. Got no fans. Got no fans. So now we've got loads, luckily. We get people now, honestly, we get, I'm saying it because I'm proud of it, I guess.
Yeah,
we get people every Saturday that say, and the staff are saying, Mark, can you meet these people today? They go, that couple's come from New Zealand. This is true. These are from Australia. And I go and say, hi, I'm get sort of shy with it to a degree. Hi, Mark, you know, I said, why are you here? Because I'm just assuming they've gone to a wedding, they're popping in, they go, no, we've just flown just to see today and Tuesday's game and we're flying back. You know what I mean? So it's gone from one extreme to the other.
Yeah. How on earth do you reckon people in New Zealand?
Just social media. We got a big bunch of amateurs. They followed us around.
Big bunch of amateurs.
A bunch of amateurs. We got a YouTube. Yeah, that was us. We got a big YouTube following. So
nice.
So that's how it's broadcast all over the place.
Was there one moment that you thought that's the moment that's gonna like taking us viral or gonna change a lot of things?
Yeah, kind of, not really. I mean, it's a bit all in one, really. I mean, we're a little bit different the way we do things, but I'd argue a bit old school, do you know what I mean? Like, we say what we think at all times. I've had more bands than fucking anybody alive.
Wait,
people love
why?
it.
Why? What have you had loads of bands for?
My last one was for offering to park a woman referee's car. That was my last one. I felt that was on the harsher side.
The comment or the ban was on the harsher side?
The banter.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the banter. Yeah, no. I mean, we had a big dispute about it at the FA. We had a meeting. We had to go through it, and they said,
"Why was you offering to park her car?"
No, it's on a podcast on fun. It's a podcast on the pitch before the game. It's hard to explain.
It wasn't even involved in the game. You just said,
"Yeah." They said to me, they said, "Mark, like, have we got a lot of respect for women referees?" And I genuinely said, "Do you know what? As it goes in our division, they're the better ones," which they are. I said, and also I said, I've got a lot of respect now to the point I offered to park their cars. But I thought it was fucking grade A banter.
Oh, and they wasn't.
FA said 6 games, son. See you later. Yeah, 6 game suspension. That's the last one. I've had many. And a 12-game stadium ban. That's not easy to get.
Yeah, that's just violence.
What was that? What was that for?
Well, no, I got sent off at York City, and but it's because I've been out the night before, I was hungover, so I was in a bad fucking mood. I've got to admit it. Do you know what I mean? I was in a bad mood, and I got sent off, and I was fuming. Because I thought, you fucking 15 minutes in as well. Do you know what I mean? It weren't even like I laughed at the game. So
did they win the game?
I think we lost. And I dealt with it. And then
how?
12 games.
That must have been a neck high challenge.
No. What happened was, I processed the sending off. I was in the changing rooms. Right. I processed it, and then my mates were like, "Well, we're going to go back out tonight," and they booked a taxi outside the football club, York City. And as I was getting in the taxi door, out the corner of my eye, like a fucking greyhound, I just saw all 4 officials walking out.
Oh no!
And I thought, right.
So it wasn't initially 12 games.
No.
It was initially just a red card.
It was for for meeting them in the car park at the end.
Yeah,
but it wasn't anything over violent, nothing like that. But it just wasn't allowed in the rules.
Over violent? What does that even mean? There's violent and then there's over violent.
Yeah,
it's just violent.
It wasn't anything too aggressive. So not proud of that one, to be fair. But
your face suggests otherwise.
No.
Have you got a whole season, Mark, without getting a ban?
No fucking chance. No.
Yeah,
no,
go insane. We've seen the whole season.
Yeah.
No, it's in like, have you gone?
Without.
Without a ban. I said, have you gone like a full season without getting a ban?
I've missed dressing up.
Sergio Ramos of grassroots.
No, that was the longest one. That weren't ideal, to be fair.
Has anyone tried to like change your behaviour or how you are, or tried to like say to tone it down or anything like that?
Yeah, loads of people. I've had emails. Do you know what I mean? Loads of people over the years. But I don't know. I think it's because I've been doing it from day one. I'm so embedded in it all. I'm going to be the most passionate one out there. I've told the fans to fuck off loads. Do you know what I mean? I've done loads of stuff like that. We had a game once. We played Slough Town, right? And there was a storm. We're playing at home. There was a storm, right? Yeah, right. And I mean a proper hailstorm in about the 85th minute. We're 4-2 down, and almost every fan left the ground to get out of this storm. Oh. I was fucking fuming, right? I was soaking wet. And in the interview at the end, it just overcome me. I said, if anyone left this ground, tell them that they don't fucking need to come back. We don't need them. We were there before them. I've got emails from people apologising for leaving. One bloke said, I'm really sorry, mate. I had to pick my wife up from Sainsbury's.
Oh, wow.
That's what they said.
Poor bloke.
Can't even leave in peace.
But the thing is, right, obviously it's hard. I've earned the right to just sort of, that's
You've
how
been
it's
consistently like that.
Do you think there's any Premier League managers that you'd compare yourself to?
Not
league doesn't have to be Premier League.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Premier League.
Not so much new one. I like all the old school ones, Clough and Ferguson and all that. And ironically, some of the stronger ones that are actually Guardiola, Klopp, aren't they? Even the modern ones that have done well have got that little bark and bite about them. Do you know what I mean? I think that's much missing now. These football clubs only want coaches now, don't they? They just want coaches and somebody else runs all the rest. That's the way it's gone. But I don't necessarily think that wins things. As you can see at Chelsea, who are churning out
Mark.
managers and...
Oh, we actually won the Club World Cup last year, Mark. So.
Yeah,
just going back to the manager thing, and you mentioned Chelsea and having a head coach. And do you think I'm assuming you would never be like that. You would want to be involved in everything that goes on. But we're seeing it more and more and more now at clubs where managers are just coming in to deal with stuff on the pitch. Like, it looked like Enzo Maresca walked. We don't really know the full story about that. But it feels like he walked because he was told to just focus on that, and he wanted to have more of a say on
but again, obviously, so a question from Mark would be, you do everything. So if you obviously grow, what job would you give away first? Would it be the running of the club, or would it be the coaching?
We've got a chief exec in there running the club and that now, but I've got coaches that do 70%. I'll go on a before match day and do little bits and stuff.
More motivational stuff.
Yeah. A lot of that, but it's so technical now. But the common theme is that there's so much money in the game. I think that they just want people running the club and looking at the numbers, director of footballs and all of that, and somebody else to coach. That's why you've got these 30-year-olds, which is great for them, getting these top jobs, but I don't think it wins things. I think you need leaders, characters. You look at the demise of Liverpool in about 12 months, different side, do you know what I mean? Klopp's not there. That's my opinion. Yeah. But I look up to a lot of the strong leaders. Pep, good, strong leader, yeah. I like Clough.
Yeah, and Fergie.
More the old school.
Clough, I like the stories when he's gone to the pub and then got smashed and gone round someone's house to have a go at him for not signing for him. Do you know what I mean?
I reckon you definitely do that, wouldn't you, Mark?
100%.
Without the drink.
Without the drink,
just going round.
Yeah.
Do you think managers have enough authority and power in the game?
Do you know what? What you're seeing, and I speak to a few of these top managers, what you're seeing more than ever, is a lot of these managers knowing that the top run the club and just happy to take a payout. You see it all the time. You hear the interview like Amarin the other week, and you hear all these things, and you're thinking, these people know they're damned if they do, a lot of these people damned if they don't. I genuinely think it goes against the club, because I don't feel like the manager feels wedded to the club, because they know there's so much goes on above them, and they're just happy to get their 3, 5, 6, 7 year deal and then get their payout. I think that's quite common now. Yeah. Quite common.
Yeah, but just want to ask you about, I don't know if you've seen the clip on social media of Xabi Alonso after they lost to Barcelona. He basically, have you not seen it?
No.
So there's a clip of, obviously this is the last game before he gets sacked, or whether he walks or whatever.
This is after the game?
After the game, so they've lost, right? And they need to give Barcelona a guard of honour, whatever, or to clap them as they go and get there, as most teams do. If you lose a Champions League final, you would do that, even if you're biggest rivals, right? So Xabi Alonso's called them all over, and that Kylian Mbappe is stood basically doing this, as in, no, get off the pitch. So he has basically then gone against what the manager's saying, and then however many days later, he's got sacked.
one day.
What do
later.
you one day later? What do you make of that first of all?
I think if it's a tradition, then you do it. Like it's an unwritten rules. There's unwritten rules in football, and some of them you have to abide by. And I think if that is a thing that, regardless if it's Real Madrid, Barcelona, whoever it is, you do that. But I don't know if that's related to because I worked with Steve McManaman in the weekend, and he was saying he doesn't think the result is the reason. The result isn't the reason because later on in the game they had 2 chances and
they should have been.
scored.
I did see that.
The result isn't the reason he got the sack. It's the relationships, and like I said, I think it's more when you are managing. I think it's most important to manage up as down. Yes, you need the players to deliver, but if you don't have a relationship with the hierarchy, the first opportunity, you're gone.
Mark, how would you feel if a certain player did that to you?
Oh, he's gone. I can answer
Head's
that.
gone.
He's
15 game back.
They're fighting. You're fighting. If you call him a player Rome and he says,
nah.
Yeah, no, we'd definitely have to have it out on the pitch, for sure. But that's. Well, you'd have to. Of course, you'd have to.
Yeah,
but what sort of man would you be in that moment? What sort of man would you be? But also,
so you think, obviously, probably not think, but you would expect Xabi Alonso to do more, react to differently.
100%. And also, I'd expect I'd like someone to help him out, Alonso out.
Get the players.
Rather than some guy, the player power on all that money, it makes me laugh. But all these guys, Mbappe, we've seen Ronaldo in his latter years, who's turned into a bit of a knob, and they all come from
not wrong,
right? But he has, he has, hasn't he?
Why?
I think he's just made everything about him in his back end of his career, and he hasn't
made that. The goals have made that, and we as an audience have made it.
It should have
about
stopped
him.
when he went to Saudi.
What should have?
Everything.
The attention.
Yes, everything. I will count his goals that he's got at Man United, at Real Madrid,
and Juve,
and then
Sporting, and Portugal.
Yeah, in Europe. As soon as he goes there, done for me.
That's insane.
Anyway, should we move back to the football? And I want to know, Mark, have you ever had it out with one of your players? I know you said that if something like that Mbappe situation.
I don't know, but I'm going to say yeah.
Yeah, loads of times. Yeah, loads of times. Especially goalkeepers. They frustrate me. They frustrate me. Yeah.
You've got the Roy Keane kind of mentality of goalkeepers, just save the ball.
Just do things normally. I just can't handle goalkeepers. To be fair, I must admit, I've just got a big mental block. I can have a goalie be MOM, and if he passes fucking one pass wrong, that's enough for me to hate him for a week. So,
here's a good question, actually.
Several goalies.
What would you have done if one of your players did try to do what Dominic Szoboszlai did against Barnsley?
Was that he
tried to backheel it to his goalkeeper in the box.
I didn't
Conor
enjoy that.
Hourihane came out after the game and said it was disrespectful.
Yeah,
and to be fair, Arne Slot did say he shouldn't be doing that in the Premier League, the League Cup, the FA Cup, training, anything. What would you have done if one of your players...
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy with that. No, I wouldn't be happy with that at all.
You get subbed.
Yeah. I don't like anything, I don't know whether it's probably just me, do you know what I mean? But it's like things to be in a straight line, like penalties I like to be like,
Panenkas.
Just Panenka's enough to...
Even if he scores, it's a problem.
Nah, it's a problem.
Well, you can't do a Panenka?
Nah, fucking can you?
Really?
No, if you do it, I tell them straight, I say, listen, any penalty shootout, the same chat. I look at the keeper, say, save 2. Then I turn around and say, right? And then I turn around and say, do the same penalty you've done your whole fucking life, Do your best penalty. If that bloke saves it, no drama for me.
I fear about goalkeepers. Obviously, I'm not a goalie, never have been. But I think dive the same side every time.
Yeah.
You'll get one.
Do you know what I think? I also think if you're a player, smash it down the middle.
No.
How often
Legs.
though?
No, do you know? Yeah, because
but,
there's
but
a
if
speed.
you go high enough...
No, there's a speed. Like, if you hit it a certain speed, like if you're going to hit it down the middle, it has to be slow. So he can
Why?
dive out of the way. Because if you hit it too fast, physically it's impossible for him to get out of the way.
But if you think of how many penalties we see that go down the middle, how often do they score? Near enough all the time. It's very rare that a keeper saves a penalty goes down the middle.
You don't, like you're saying, I want you to miss by trying what you should be doing, don't be smart.
I'm just like, keeper always dies, so...
Yeah, I'll dive the same side every time.
I'm on that vibe, do you know what I mean? Like, dive the same side or at least fucking dive. Don't sit there thinking, is he going left, is he going right? Make your mind up, go one way or the other. Stack the odds in your favour.
Does your goalkeeper have little, when they have
cheat sheets?
Does he do a look at...
Cheat sheet.
Yeah.
Cheat sheet.
Yeah.
So he knows to dive.
Yeah.
So you have the analysis at the level, and
loads. Yeah.
Has that changed? How much has that changed? Like, not just yours, but
It's changed loads. The whole game now. You can literally, you can work out what the left back's sister does for a living. Do you know what I mean? Of the opposition. You can find out everything. Literally, and the thing is, because there's so much data available, then you have to watch it all, look at it all. But you can see everything now. You can see all the weaknesses, all the strengths, all the nuances. So you have to watch it. The stats you get are unbelievable. So we're playing Saturday, we'll know exactly what every single stat is, where their weaknesses are the lot, individuals, all of it. And you have to look at it, because if not, then you're not doing your best, you know what I mean?
I just want to ask you, obviously last weekend was the FA Cup, but obviously I was at, National League North, Macclesfield, beating Palace, knocking them out. Do you like the FA Cup, do you reckon?
It's not one for us, no. It's not one for, it's shit. Our biggest underachievement by a mile is in the FA Cup.
Oh, it's because you've never got anywhere significant.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why we don't like it. We haven't got a problem with the FA Cup.
No, he loves the FA Cup, it's just rubbish.
Can't win, can't get to where we need to get to every year. It fucking winds me up. I was considering not entering and just sacking it off. I thought it's every year. Honestly, this year I went down the route of literally, I was almost like a monk in a fucking monastery, putting vibes out there on my knees in the morning, thinking, right, today's going to be a great day, isn't it? Today's going to be a great day. I was looking at people just in Starbucks going, hi, great day, isn't it? You know what I mean? 10 in the morning, thinking, fucking put it out there. 5 o'clock, shit, lost again. Do you know what I mean?
Who did you lose to this year?
Aldershot. We had 32 shots, they had 3, we lost 3-2. Because we're not meant to win in that competition. That's just the way of the world.
It's going to happen one day, Mark.
Keep an ay on it.
It's going to happen one day.
No, it will never happen. No, it's pointless.
Sack the manager.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there'd ever be a situation where you step away from what you've created?
Yeah, if I couldn't keep up the success, then I'd over.
What, you mean step away from the club?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, managing. No, yeah, exactly.
Managing.
Yeah.
Managing more so. Oh, okay,
yeah. If I was half dead or something, or if we didn't have enough success, do you know what I mean?
Well, going off your ratio, if you stay in one league for more than 3 seasons, that's your time.
Basically that, mate. That's exactly it. We've been good, but you do learn a lot. We even from them grassroots, and then I've been up against all sorts of managers. When was it? And you do learn loads, do you know what I mean, as you go along. So you know sort of how, you do know them little common themes to get promoted, like keeping players together and all these little things. Spend the most on the, you know where to spend your money in the team.
Is that revealing it though, is it? Is it saying a little bit? But
a bit there,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you do learn a bit about how to do it, yeah.
Do you, is there any club you look at in the Premier League right now and think, I could do a better job, or you could see yourself?
Most of them, yeah, to be honest with you. Most of them, really, to be honest with you.
What are we talking here, managers? Are we talking managers,
Yeah, I'd love to do it. But
you think your style would work with the modern day player?
Because
I would pay good money to see Mark in the Premier League.
Thing is, to be honest with you, and I've never really said this before, but because all I do is get suspended, and all I do is shout my mouth off, and people record it and stuff like that. My football stuff goes under the radar. I've actually done fucking well. And I know what I'm doing as well. I know what I'm doing, but but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? I'll take Dorking there. That's what I'll do. I'll take Dorking there. I can do England at the same time. England and Dorking. Yeah.
Makes sense.
But no, I mean, I think what... I know, I get thousands of football fans write to us and all of that, and what the Premier League misses and what people like, isn't it? It's just them gaffers that are just part of the fans, part of that sort of win, lose or draw, that passion, etc. But obviously, this day, to your point a minute ago, this day and age, you've got to have all the coaching aspects. But I've got loads of that around me as well. Yeah.
Oh, so you're aware of what the players need and what your weaknesses are, so you improve them.
I wouldn't say weaknesses, but I'm aware of what experts to have in what places. Do you know what I mean? So but there's a reason a lot of the old school managers can't get jobs now, because the game has changed so much, right? So that's the bottom line. It is data run. You know, it really is. It's tactical beyond belief.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, well, you might remember, Julian, but like, you know, teams will play one formation. A manager will play one formation, that's it. And now they've changed it 4 times.
I used to see 3 corners when I first started.
Really?
I remember when I actually first started, I don't even think there was analysis. I think it was Glenn Huddle came, and that's when we started analysing games and stuff like that, and it was like one camera view, there wasn't like multiple views, you couldn't rewind it, it was like we played and it went on for the whole game.
You can literally, you put in a player's name now, even at our level, and it'll give you a load of options of what you want to watch. It'll say duels, headers, it'll say like forward passes back. About 20 different, you press it, watch, done. And on top of that, then you've got the stats on top of that. So signing players, playing against players, people playing against you, because sometimes you've got to think, well, they're watching our data, what are they thinking about us, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the element, I'd love the idea of leading. The bit I'm attracted to is managing them people and all that money. That's what I fucking love, because that would last fucking 2 minutes. That would last 2 minutes, all of that would. So I see the way sometimes these players bully the game. Do you know what I mean? All these boys that when they get older, like, you know, was it Mbappe giving it that, you know, he was probably sat in a changing room once with mud on his knees at 6, and the game's absolutely changed his life. And I see these boys that disrespect it, do you know what I mean? So I'd love to have them around me. I'd love to make them.
Yeah, I can't see
It'd be quite entertaining, to be honest, to watch,
I don't think it would last that long, to be honest.
No, it would. We would have a good mentality pretty quick. There'd be a few that'd leave as well pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there'd be quite a few that would leave. Am I right in thinking that you don't have coaching badges?
No, because I don't like the FA, so I don't want to get badges off the FA. I'm just going to do a workaround. I'm just going to fucking get, like, Sarah Jane, who works on our bar, I'm going to get her to fucking take them, genuinely, name her as a manager, and I'll just be the fucking physio, whatever, sit on the bench and still manage it. That's the only workaround I've got at the moment.
You've given your secret away
now. But I'm hoping to get there. Well, no, the FA,
but the FA, is that English FA?
English FA, yeah.
So you go and do somewhere else?
Yeah, this is true. That's what, listen, my thing against it's quite a big topic. It's like, the reason I don't like it is because they essentially, you can't get them. If I know thousands of people that are on waiting list for 7 years that can't get an FA badge, and the FA won't allow anyone else to have accredited schemes. So I'm kind of like, I don't like that kind of like the way they go about the business. But no, I don't like the badges. I don't like the people that run them, the people that take them. That's just personal.
Yeah.
Have you taken them? Yeah.
Not with English. I didn't want to coach, and then I was doing a role at Man City that required me to have my badges.
We got you A for B,
A.
Oh, well done. No, I really respect people that have done it, and I always say that all the time. I think it's important to get it. What I don't like is the fact that many people can't get them. Like it's quite.
Why is that though? Is that not enough space?
Yeah, but that's why they go abroad.
That's what I mean. So that's not an FA issue.
Yeah.
That's a legit. That's like saying that every player's going to make it. Well, why?
Because there's not enough
space.
Yeah.
Like
they charge a lot of money. Because you've got to remember, like, there's a lot of people in the national game. Yeah. There's a lot of people with not a lot of money. They can't afford to do them and all of that. So that's my thing with but I haven't got badges. And Sarah Jane in our bar.
Can't wait to see Sarah Jane, a new manager.
There you go.
And I'll get her to wear her pinny in the sessions. And I hope you're taking them.
Things that annoy you in football currently. So in the modern game today, I know how long.
Yeah.
Okay, give me some things that really annoy you. I'm going to ask you as well.
The referees allowing contact. I think it's a shit law. They've changed the game. They fucked the game up. Allowing contact now. So American football at corners, ridiculous. Changed the game completely. Used to be growing up. So you had to play the ball, not the man. Basic law. I mean, I speak to old officials all the time, even the top Prem ones, and they all agree totally.
Play the ball.
But growing up, everyone knew that all the football laws were always built around, you've got to play the ball, not the man, right? And then they built all the laws around that, and they've sacked that off now. So it's like American football. From corners, you might as well just put fucking helmets on people. You know, you can do stuff at corners that if you've done it in the middle of the pitch, it's a different law.
Yeah, different decision,
nuts.
Yeah.
So all of that's wrong. And doesn't help the game. The extension of VAR, I like the idea of VAR for clear-cut things.
Yeah, matter of fact. Yeah.
Goal line technology, matter of fact.
The Liverpool one. Did you see Liverpool the other week against
Fulham?
And he was offside. He looks offside.
Oh, Florian Wirtz.
And then they said but they said there's a 5 centimetre.
Yeah.
Guideline.
Since when?
That's the first time I've heard of it.
Also, can I just say, watching the FA Cup on the weekend.
No VAR.
No VAR. Have we spoken about one decision?
Yeah.
Have we spoken about any decision? No, we haven't.
Yeah.
It was so refreshingly nice, and I don't think it's till the 5th round. So I think we've got another round until VAR gets brought in. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I was at a game and I honestly thought the officials looked nervous because they're so conditioned to having the backup of VAR. You could almost see them thinking, shit, I've got to make a decision here quickly. It was bizarre. Bizarre it was.
Anything else? What annoys you actually first?
Yeah, some of the VAR stuff, I'm just, like, matters of fact, when it's clear or cut, but then you're debating. If you're asking for someone's opinion, just keep the opinion of
the ref.
The ref.
Do you know one thing that really annoys me is those stupid free kicks that are given when a defender is running back to his own goal, a player's not doing anything, just stood behind him, and he falls over. And the ref gives a free kick every single time.
Yeah.
Doesn't touch him. Doesn't do anything. They just feel them there, throw themselves to the floor, and they get a free kick every time. That is so irritating.
There is no other sport in the world that changes its rules as much as football. It's so like this whole the new thing with the 8-second countdown, right? Yeah, but in actual fact, for those that know, the 6-second rule from years ago was still there, just never. But they literally just said, we don't use it. This is all facts. So what they've done was they sacked that one off and said, we're going to do an 8-second one now. The ref's like, fuck, shit, I've got to start counting 5, 4, 3. So they changed that. They handball law. They changed that 3 times in 5 years.
That's honestly different. There's different rules for different competitions. How can that be a thing?
Yeah,
the Champions League handball rule is different to the Premier League handball rule. How is that a thing?
Changing laws is a big issue in football, massively. The contact one's becoming an issue. And they're now starting to talk about it now. PGMOL are now starting to say, it is hard at corners, isn't it? Well, of course it fucking is, because you've allowed people, they literally say, I said it to Howard Webb. He took the start of season meeting and that, and basically like the law is that if you ain't going to win the ball, then it's not a foul. Simple. But if you're going to win the ball, it's a foul. So I can literally grab you, jump on top of you, take you out of the equation like American football. And if you're not going to win the ball because they think the flight of the ball weren't going to get there, it's not a foul. It's only a foul if you're going to win the ball. And I said, well, what happens if like someone heads it back across the goal and he's on the deck? He went, good point. Do you know what I mean? There's so much shit like that.
What about time wasting? Obviously, we saw a quite a controversial.
I'm here for it.
What the Gabriel Martinelli?
No,
Conor Bradley. That's the one I was talking about. When I'm saying time wasting is that Gabriel Martinelli obviously didn't realise that Conor Bradley's injury was season ending. You shouldn't do that anyway. Yeah, you don't push him. Well, he chucked the ball at him.
Yeah,
then he tried to get him off the pitch, and then he tried to push. So he did 3 things in the space of one. What did you think about that?
I thought it was all insane that you even trying to do
terrible
things like chucking the ball at him, regardless of the injury. You just don't do them things. I get.
If I was the manager, I'd have fined him.
He actually came out after and just said, Gabriel Martinelli's not that sort of player.
No, of course he did.
It was there for everyone to see.
She should have just said, I'm going to fine him this much money because he's the manager of the team, right? Yeah, you can't do that stuff. You can't do what the guy done. Yeah. It's really bad. And if he represents your team and your club, that's what he should have done.
Yeah. What about the set piece coach? The Arsenal set piece coach. So every time Arsenal get a set piece, the camera pans to him on the sideline.
So
don't mind that.
Again, I don't mind him doing that. The panning to him is the frustration.
Yeah, the camera.
Don't go to him.
Yeah.
Just keep your eye on the set piece. We know he's there. We know he's doing his job. Do you know what I mean? We don't go to the goalie if there's the goalkeeper coach if there's a penalty shootout. Do we? You know what I mean? Just let the players do their thing and just keep the camera on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that annoys you in the game? Make sure you let us know in the comments below.
And if you're enjoying the show, hit like and subscribe and don't go anywhere because Mark is going to give us his Super 6 predictions next.
We're back with our Super 6 predictions, but before that, remember, you're still in with a chance of winning £200,000 plus an Audi A5 this month just by entering 6 correct scores.
You were missed last week, Liv. Let's see how we got on.
Let's take a look, shall we? You got 16 points.
Yeah, I know.
That is all right, smug. Very, very good. You predicted Brighton to beat Man United 2-1. Impressive.
And others.
Me and Alan Smith actually also did really well, by the way. We both got double figures as well.
Fair play.
11 points.
I can see you down there. I can see that far
Whatever.
down.
Yes, it was a very good week for all of us.
Yeah, it was, to be fair.
And that puts Alan in the top 3 of our fans' leaderboard as well.
I think I should be in that league.
Well, technically, you're in the combined.
Yeah.
We've got a league with everyone in.
Where do I stand in that?
You are top with 130 points. Fans have got 118 and I've got 100. Right, Mark, shall we get your Super 6 predictions for the games coming up? Just tell everyone that might not know who you actually support. I know you're the owner.
Well, Wimbledon,
chairman.
so that won't help this.
No, it won't help this at all, but just in case you didn't know, Mark is a Wimbledon fan.
Yeah.
We're obviously going to predict 6 Premier League games. The first one, Mark, is Liverpool-Burnley.
I'm going to go for 2-1 Liverpool.
Oh, you're going to go for Burnley to nick a goal?
Yeah. I just feel like Liverpool are scuffling their way through games at the moment. So I think they might just scuffle their way through this without being overly impressive.
I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. Have I nicked your score? I think Hugo Ekitike back is a big plus for Liverpool. So yeah, I don't think they'll concede at Anfield. I think Burnley have been all right, got a good result last time, but
yeah,
I'm going to go 2-0.
I'm going to go cross between you both then. 3-1 Liverpool.
Oof.
Nice. Next one is Chelsea-Brentford, Mark.
I've got a Brentford win. Yeah.
like
got
that.
a Brentford win, yeah.
Said that with your chest mark, I like that.
Brentford have caused Chelsea so many problems.
Bogey side, right, I believe?
At Stamford Bridge, they have beaten us so
You got
I
a few
think,
of them, no?
I think last season, I think we beat them, but the last 4 or 5, they would batter us every single game at Stamford Bridge.
I think, he's flying, isn't he? Top 5th.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3-2.
Ooh.
Brentford, 3-2.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be Liam Rosenior's first Premier League game. By the way, it's like the first time ever that a top flight manager has 4 games and 4 different competitions for his first 4 games in charge. How crazy is that? FA Cup, League Cup against Arsenal, Premier League and then Champions League. And I'm going to go, we will absolutely concede. So I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea.
I'm going 2-2, me.
Sitting on the fence.
Nah, I was going to say Brentford, but I'm going to go 2-2.
Nice, okay. Sunderland Palace.
Straightforward home win.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, I'll say 3-0.
Ooh.
3-0.
I'm going to go 2-0. Sunderland.
I'm going to go 2-1 Sunderland. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal.
Yeah. I can't really see anything other than an Arsenal win, to be honest.
I think it'll be more convincing.
Do you?
Yeah, I think it's 2-0, like comfy 2-0.
I do think they're going to concede.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the same as Mark. I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal. Wolves Newcastle.
Come on, the Wolverines.
I really, really like Rob Edwards and I really want it to work for him. And they've definitely shown improvements, I would say, in the last few games.
Yeah, definitely. Since the Arsenal, even though they lost since the Arsenal game.
Liverpool, they were really unlucky.
Yeah.
And they got their win and then they won in the FA Cup.
I'm going to go Hart here. I'm going to go Hart and say 2-1 Wolves.
Oh, Mark?
Yeah, I'll go 3-1 Wolves. I think if you look at it like a little mini league, they've been playing really well.
Yeah.
They've got their first 3 points. Because sometimes you have to do that, even as a manager, you have to shut off what's happened. This, to me, looks like one of them games they could win based on where Newcastle are at a point in time.
Newcastle, I'm still not quite sure what you're going to get with Newcastle. I think they obviously had a League Cup game against City as well. Wolves will have had a rest. I'm going to go a draw. I'm going to go 2-2. Wolves 2, Newcastle 2. And the last one then is Aston Villa Everton. Villa flying.
Yeah. Flying. Absolutely flying.
At home as well, they're good.
Yeah. They're good away.
And Everton...
Good at Chelsea.
Got a great manager. Got a great manager.
They weren't even that good at Chelsea. They were good for 25 minutes.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're annoying.
You've got to go Villa. Yes. So I'm going to say 3-1.
3-1 Villa.
Yeah.
I'm going Villa.
Yeah.
2-0 Villa.
I was going to go that. Okay, I'm going to go 3-0 Villa. Download the Super 6 app or head to the website, predict 6 results and take your shot at winning this week's prize pool. And make sure you join our All Out Football League with code S6-AOF to go head-to-head with other fans of the show. 18+, T's and C's apply. Okay, the biggest game of the weekend, Mark, is of course the Manchester derby. Manchester United finally have an interim boss in place until the end of the season. Michael Carrick did a pretty good job at Middlesbrough. What are your thoughts on them bringing him in?
Honestly, I think it's great. What I really respect about United is that there's so many people around the club that just are trying to force the legacy aspect back in there, aren't they? And I genuinely think it's just been Fergie back. I swear to God, just for a couple of games. You might as well, because he's there every game anyway. Do you know what I mean? But
too much stress, Mark, I think.
do you know what I mean?
Too much stress.
I think what I like about it is that there's so many people around the club that they're leaning on constantly just to try and find days of old. And if ever they were going to beat City...
So I think it's slightly the opposite. I think the fans want that.
Yeah.
I don't think the club necessarily want that. I think they're trying to divert into a different direction.
But then Michael Carrick sort of...
Yeah, but prior to like the management and people that have employed, and then they recognise to keep a relationship with the fans.
I totally agree, but what they've done is they've the owners have tried to take it one direction to your point, and then it keeps getting dragged back. Solskjaer and all these people around the place, and it's sort of like United fans identify, and the club do, the people around the football side, that United's always been about United and its people. And I like that. So if ever they're going to go and win a game, it'll probably be this one. Do you know what I mean?
Honestly, it would be so Manchester United to go and beat City in the derby, wouldn't it? How many times have we been sat here saying Man United are in the awful place that they are, but they seem to just, in a big game, turn up?
Yeah, they're motivation. But again, with this one, I think it's different because he's not under any pressure, is he, Michael Carrick?
No.
So normally that happens when the manager's under pressure, they've got a big game. If they lose, getting the sack, they go and win. Where he's not leaving the club if they lose how many on the weekend.
Yeah, and conversely, Guardiola's under a bit of pressure here. He hasn't got that many more defeats in him. You
has to win. I think he has to win.
In order to win the league. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They eat... I'm evident that Man City can't afford to drop points before Arsenal now.
So Arsenal have Forest away, but you would expect in the situation that Forest... I know sometimes Forest away can be a tough game, but I just feel like Arsenal probably...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You expect it because it's Arsenal. It's still a tough game. City have struggled there. Teams have struggled there, and with Dyche, I'm sure they're going to set up to be resilient. But you anticipate both City and Arsenal winning these weekends. Like, I'd be more sceptical if it was at Old Trafford.
Do you think, Mark, they brought in Michael Carrick, United have, instead of someone like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Because honestly, Ole did an okay job for them last time, got them to second Europa League final, and actually, if it goes well, they'd probably be more inclined to have to keep him on. Whereas, regardless of how this few months goes under Michael Carrick, if it goes well, they're like, cool, thank you. And if it doesn't go well, they go, okay, cool, thanks, see you later, and can get maybe someone... I'm not saying Luis Enrique, but Luis Enrique could be available in the summer.
There's a few that'll be available in the summer.
Yeah, and go for like a big... No, I don't. I will actually cry if that happens.
Why?
If Thomas Tuchel goes to United,
good?
He's the best.
Yeah,
I love him.
Good. But again, he's
and also
available.
Chelsea.
But to the Carrick point, I think that would be a factor that if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does well, it gets them into not have to, but definitely more inclined to.
And they also haven't got anything else to play for now. Out the League Cup, out the FA Cup, not in Europe,
League.
and so they can focus on the league.
Yeah, I
One
think
game a week.
their best bet right now is to surround themselves with people that know the club. That's where they are. That's where they are. But I think probably be a City win based on being at home.
Yeah. We hope
Probably.
so. Right, anyway, thank you so much for joining us today, Mark.
Yes.
It has been a real experience. And do you know what? I've loved every single second of it.
Definitely been our funniest show. Definitely. Probably our shortest one as well. We have to edit a lot of that out.
Can you get taken off the air?
Thank you to everyone at home for watching. And if you're enjoying the episode, follow us on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. See you next time.